Okay, let me mute this. Both fighters were cut in the fight. Liam Williams has a bad cut, or he had a bad cut, right on the eyelid. Right on the eyelid from a headbutt, right? Liam Smith, brother of Paul Smith, Stephen Smith, and Colin Smith, he, in my opinion, was losing the fight. Now, according to the judges' scorecards, Liam Williams was only up by 1 point. But you can clearly see that Liam Williams, even though he's the less experienced fighter and he's never been to 12 rounds before, he's the better boxer, I guess you can say. So, this is a fight, in my opinion, this is a fight that really needs a rematch. It's perfect. It makes perfect sense. Because Liam Smith got the win, but this fight was for the WBO interim. Now, one of these guys would have been the WBO champion because Canelo is expected to vacate that WBO 154-pound title that he won from Liam Smith down in Dallas at Cowboy Stadium in a pay-per-view. Liam Smith was on HBO pay-per-view. In a pay-per-view, so he got another shot at the title, basically, with the WBO interim, and lost a shot on the scales because he didn't make weight yesterday. So it's a weird thing. So now Liam Smith is being bashed on social media because a lot of fans felt, oh, you ain't shit. You shouldn't have won that fight. You wasn't winning. Liam Williams was winning. But Gary Lockett, the trainer who we interviewed early this week, the trainer of Liam Williams stopped the fight. Now, looking at the cut, it was bad. It was on the lower part of the eyelid. It was a bad cut. And you know, Liam Williams got these weird eye blinks, like where he blinks like extra hard. He'll be talking, he'll be like, well, you know. So I'm wondering, like, what's the lore? What's the backstory behind all that? But anyway, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird because Liam Smith had a bad cut, but his cut wasn't the type of cut that would really, hinder your eye, hinder your vision, because it was on the top of the eyebrow. So basically, it's running down to the side, even though some of it's coming down. Whereas in Liam Williams' cut was on the lower part of the eyelid. So that's a very bad cut, but he was winning the fight by being the better boxer. But going into those championship rounds, you started to see that Liam Smith was starting to catch up, and he is, after all, a pressure fighter. So if you can't stop him, you're going to have some issues with him because he's going to keep coming forward. Almost like, guess who? A Chavez Jr. So the first half of the fight belonged to, clearly, you can go 5-1, maybe even 4-2 for Liam Williams. But the second half, you can see that Liam Smith was starting to catch up. We're not going to listen to the post-fight interviews because I actually watched the Flanagan Petrov fight first because I was late getting home. And I'm watching this fight now, so I already know, how everything pretty much went down. So Liam Williams, obviously, as y'all see over there, gutted. But this fight makes perfect sense. And now I want to know, let me go check real quick. Now I want to know what happens with that WBO interim title. Do they say, okay, well, since Liam Williams lost legitimately because his corner threw in the towel, and his corner threw in the towel. There's no controversy. It's crazy because Gary Lockett fought Kelly Pavlik. He was like Kelly Pavlik's first title defense. I went and looked him up. And I saw that fight. It's crazy how, you come across these trainers and everything when you interview them. Not me, but one of our correspondents. So my question is, what happens to that WBO title now? Now that, where's it at? So do they make Miguel Cotto's fight now for that WBO title? Because you had Saul Canelo Alvarez, who's the champion, but take him out of the equation. You had Liam Williams, number 2, versus Liam Smith, number 4, who was supposed to be fighting, who was supposed to be fighting for the title, but Liam Smith lost the chance to fight for the title on the scales. Liam Williams, in a fight that he was winning, his team, stopped the fight. So now I'm wondering, do they go, the WBO, do they go Miguel Cotto, Dennis Hogan? Miguel Cotto ain't fighting no Dennis Hogan. Or do they just say, okay, Miguel Cotto, whoever you fight for your next fight at 154, and it's supposed to be sometime in the summer, and it's rumored it could be Yoshihiro Kamagai. What if we get Cotto versus Trout 2 on HBO? There might be a money issue there, though. Weird situation. Weird situation. T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. Well, here's the thing. Both of these fighters got bad cuts. So now both of these fighters are going to probably be out until probably like, they can't fight, probably like October, November, maybe even December. So I think they should just roll right into that rematch. It makes perfect sense for them to fight again next and then pursue a title again next year. Or maybe Frank Warren can do some finessing with the WBO. He can do some finessing with the WBO and get it. Nah, that title ain't gonna be around. They ain't gonna hold that title up that long. So it looks like that's, it's just a lost belt. It's just out there. It's still vacant. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe. I'll links to my social media right down below in the description box. Please subscribe.